Alright, so what I wanted to do today, now that Resident Evil 4 has kind of been out for, just over a month, I kind of wanted to take a look back before the game released and talk about leaks. And this is not just leaks for this game, this is like across the board, across the entire franchise. It happened with Village, it happened with 7, it happened with 2, 3, and it did happen with 4. So I do want to kind of talk about it a little bit, because there was a lot that was kind of just not true at all, and there was people kind of reaching and kind of pulling at strings, but obviously some of it is believable, but for the majority, I do kind of want to talk about it a little bit. Now straight out of the gate, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to call people out directly, but there is a noticeable amount of people that do it, or did do it before the game came out, and you've probably seen it as well, but I just kind of want to talk about what I've seen in that regard. So to pretty much sum up, when the game got announced officially, these videos started creeping up all over the place with loads of different things being suggested that the game had in it based off of things that had been posted on Reddit and 4chan and all that kind of stuff. I did make videos talking about it, but I didn't really I didn't present it in a way where it was a fact. I didn't present it in a way where it was possibly legit. We kind of took the list of things that were there and kind of like dissected it bit by bit, rather than just reeling off these things that are apparently true. But a lot of people did. A lot of people did kind of see these lists and go, oh my god, that's crazy. Gotta tell everyone this is definitely happening. You would see things like Claire's going to be in Resident Evil 4 remake, which doesn't make any sense at all. There was one where they would integrate some of the Resident Evil 3.5 stuff into the 4 remake, and that was kind of that was a maybe probably, but I also didn't really see it happening. And there was one, this was a big one, and this was just one of those leaks where you're like, this is guaranteed fake, where it just said that Krauser, the entire fight with him and him as a character was just completely removed, and it's obviously not going to be the case. There was more things as well. There was like rumors about different characters being introduced through the game, how it would play, certain sections, things that would change drastically from the original game, and there was some truth in some of it, like with Leon being more serious and stuff like that, the game being more dark, but I think that was a given pretty much as soon as we saw the trailer anyway. And the thing is, like, these videos wouldn't be like every now and again, like, you'd see them like every other day, and it would be like either the same regurgitated list of things being spoken about in a different kind of way, or just another list of things that had been found that were just out the window bullshit, and it doesn't make any sense to do that other than just to get a little bit of clout. And yeah, again, I did make leak videos for Resident Evil 4, but I didn't present it in a way where I found this stuff and gone, okay, this is what's in the game. I went through it and went, okay, let's look at each point and see if it's plausible. And I would never make a leak video and go, okay, this is what's coming to the game as a fact, or take it as a pinch of salt, but this stuff's coming to the game. I would go, okay, take everything on the list with doubt. I'm going to go through and see what would be plausible and what wouldn't be. I would never kind of say for an absolute fact that I agreed with it or not. I don't know, it's just kind of annoying to see it. Like, obviously it's not a thing now. There is still a little bit of it out there. I make a lot of videos about DLC for 4, but instead of it being like a leak video where it's clearly made up, I usually kind of put it in a format where I'll go, what if they did this? What if they did that? Not, this is what's coming, here's what it will be. We know the DLC is coming. All we know for DLC for this game is Separate Ways and the Mercenaries characters. Nothing else. And there is videos out there where they're really kind of trying to sell it that these things are coming as a 100% fact, and it's like, okay, but why and how do you know that? Now, I'm not saying every single person you see leak stuff for RE games is the same. Granted, there are a few people out there that are very credible. I remember when Village was close to release, I think 3-4 months before release, and there was like a big leak anyway, and it was pretty much on point, but that's because it was like an official breach at Capcom. Like, the information was leaked literally from Capcom. With a lot of the stuff for the 4 remake, it was completely made up. It was random lists on Reddit, again, or 4chan, and I could make a list like that. I could go on there like tonight and go, okay, make a new account, Resident Evil 9, by the way, Wesker's back, and we're playing as Ashley as the main character for some reason, like, and people would make a video about it, because why not? I did kind of just want to make a video kind of explaining how I feel about it. There's no doubt it'll happen again when the next game gets announced. I'd imagine it'll happen throughout the year about other games as well. And I'm very much at a point with leak videos and link information where if there isn't anything that's kind of like grounded evidence, like separate ways, and the Mercenaries DLC for 4 is in the game files and people have managed to make those Mercenaries characters playable, you know, if it's not 100% a credible guarantee, I'm not ever gonna kind of make leak videos because it's just a wasted effort. Yes, I'll make videos discussing the potential of things going to the future, but it's never me saying this is what's coming, this is what it is. It's like, this is what would be cool to see in the game, and this is how I think it could work, not how it will work. By the end of the day, I think the big truth about that side of the leak community for the franchise is just people trying to get attention, and it's kind of sad to do it that way. Just make content on stuff that's legit, and report the news in a way that is official. So when the actual official, I know they're not really official leaks, but when the legitimate leaks happen, then do it. But don't just make stuff up. And it isn't just Resident Evil that does that. I'm sure every single game ever has people that do that all the time. But as I am quite involved with the whole Resident Evil community and see stuff about it all the time, it is something I see a lot more than other games. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. In terms of myself, like I said, if there's ever any information that is legit, I will obviously post it as a kind of news format, but for the most part, anything that I post that's like DLC or future games or whatever it may be, if there's no official confirmation or official information, it's always me kind of doing it in a wishlist format or a kind of what if format and stuff like that, because I would never kind of make stuff up. So that is all I wanted to say. Leave your thoughts on the whole kind of situation in the comments below. I'm sure a lot of you did see a lot of Resident Evil 4 links before launch, and the same with Village as well. So if you kind of agree with me or not, let me know. But thank you all for coming by. Remember to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more Resident Evil content if you are new. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.